Morning, guys. So it's a brand new day, it's a brand new journey in beautiful George Town Penang. I have just gotten up from a pretty crappy sleep because my room was absolutely not up to the mark. Even the sheets were up disgusting. But anyways, today is going to be a nice fun day. We're going to be doing a city tour where we're going to be visiting 3 or 4 different places. And after that, I have a lot of food to show you guys and beautiful sights of Penang as well throughout. So until then, let's go for some breakfast at Transfer Roti Canai. I'll show you guys what that is looking like. Guys, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. It's a small click for you, but it will help me grow and bring even better travel and food content to you. Hey guys, so over here I got myself the famed Roti Canai of Penang, which I think it's a dish that's introduced by Tamils in Malaysia, but it was basically served on a paratha bed that also had an egg on top of it and then a whole breast and a leg of chicken with that, which was doused in that red tomato-y kind of sauce, which was super smoky but not too spicy. Super delicious stuff. Guys, so that was absolutely fantastic. I got myself a little coffee, but I do realize that everyone drinks tea with their roti over here. So lessons to learn for the next time. When you come here, order tea, don't drink coffee. It's very Western. So let's go. I'll show you guys sights, and now let's enjoy our coffee.
So along this Churia Street, there are many bar, restaurant. The name of the lane is called Love Lane, yeah? So if you want to find a love one, tonight you come over here, yeah? Perfect.
So we got a city tour guide, and this uncle was super knowledgeable about the city of Penang and Georgetown itself. So what you're seeing over here is he's driving us to the different landmarks in the city, and we're just exploring it further.
Hindu, mostly they are more Hindu, they are not Muslim. And also we have like some people, they are Indian Muslim.
Yeah.
This is a Hindu temple on my right, yeah? This flower store mostly owned by the Indian people, yeah? And here this is a Chinese temple on my left. And this temple is called Goddess of Mercy Temple. And this is the church on my left. St. George Church, yeah?
So guys, here we notice that multiple places of worship of different religions, they coexisted in the same neighborhood. Guys, so we are at Port Cornwallis here in front of the Strait of Malacca, and our tour guide basically gave us a condensed version of the history of the state of Penang and by extension, that of Malaysia. He mentioned that Penang got its name because of the pokopina tree or the palm tree that is abundantly available on the land. He also explained how Penang came to be colonized by the British in the midst of an impending invasion by the Siamese army, and how the Sultan of Kedah leased the land out to the British in hopes of protection from the Siamese army, but instead it turned into a long-term colonization of Malaysia by the British to be used for the resources from the land until 1941, when the Japanese drove the British out and colonized Malaysia. The Sultan of Kedah is a character whom I have referenced in my earlier videos, in addition to the ethno-religious conflict that has occurred between Thailand and Malaysia in one of my past videos of South Thailand. So do check that out.
This in front, we have the clock tower, 37 and completed 1897, about 60 years. Is for the coronation of a Queen Victoria in the Diamond Jubilee Queen Victoria. And look at the building of this clock tower, slightly tilting. It was tilting due to the bombing during the Japanese time, and then they rebuilt it back again. Yeah. Here in Penang, we have a casino ship. A casino ship is for the people to board the ship, and the ship will sail to the international water for gambling. We are not allowed to gamble at the waterfront here. It is illegal. Morning, you see all these people walking in, they are going there to board the ship. They are very happy. They got plenty of money inside the pocket. So when they come back, if you wave to them, they just ignore you. They lose money. Yeah. Right, starting from you on my left, where the Chinese illegal immigrants came to Penang and they built a house at the waterfront.
So we came here just to explore that, guys. The biggest Chinese illegal settlement in Penang. Our guide first showed us the Chinese temple,
which had a specific rule: you should not be stepping on top of the step that you saw at the bottom over there. And then we visited the temple, and then we visited the overall settlement by itself. It's a sprawling space, really exciting to see that.
Guys, so we're basically going inside the Chinese illegal settlement right now in Malaysia. They call it that, but it's a whole place now. So let me show you.
It's about more than 100 feet, 120 feet deep. And in one and the young. And some they have the Chinese amulet, and some they have a glass mirror. And we can buy all the glass, round mirror glass from the any of the shop. But
Are you kidding me?
in the entry, they only do about 20 minutes ferry ride. Yeah? Okay, come let's go.
Mainland.
Then what is the
Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. Yeah, it looks expensive.
Guys, durian ice cream. First, as the flavor hits, it kind of feels very oniony, and then it just becomes like creamy and nutty. So good flavor, good flavor. If you can get past that onion flavor, it actually really is tasty. So take a look, take a look.
built during the British time.
Oh, beautiful.
And for one house, the temple was built long time, but they just opening ceremony this year.
I'm guessing a lot of the Indians in Malaysia are from South India.
They're mostly
Because
from Tamil Nadu.
yeah. The temple design is very typically
Yes.
South Indian.
Correct.
In Malaysia, there are 3 types of batik: block printed, machine printed, and hand drawn. So they just take 50% of the wax and 50% of raising. Raising, put into the hot pot, melt it, and then we take the block. Take the block, stand on white material, so the wax goes through both sides. Okay? Go through both sides. Okay? So after the wax dry, you put it into the boiling water. So we mix the wax. This is block printed, both sides. And this is a machine printed, only one side. Only one side. Okay. Okay now. Don't have your hand. After that, brush color on with brush.
Batik shop, guys. So basically, it's got a very similar texture to linen, slightly thinner than linen.
So she's going to show you the beach wear section for the ladies on the left. Over here. For the men over here. This is our very well-known Malaysian craft. For the long sleeve, the one you can use. Batik is one of the Malaysian tradition wear. In our country, on every Friday, so most of the school teachers they wear like batik, the kebaya, or the long sleeve, and the men will wear like this long sleeve, or especially on Friday. It's one of the very new fashion.
Yeah,
Very new.
it's almost like a Thai design almost. Going to check out some coffee, white coffee.
White coffee next door. I can play.
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
Very famous.
Trying as many flavors of coffee. It's a white coffee plantation next door, or white coffee clearing, not a plantation per se. Guys, chocolate mocha coffee, let's go. Oh my god.
So beautiful. It's like a dessert, like, isn't it?
Would you guys try white coffee?
Cinnamon coffee.
Cinnamon coffee?
Let's try some cinnamon.
Guys, cinnamon coffee. Down to, let's go. Oh, this tastes like an Indian chai.
Indian chai.
Yeah, because they have many types of chai. It really depends on what type of masala you add to it, and some of them they put cinnamon in their chai. What type of coffee?
Coffee.
Irish coffee. Irish coffee, guys. Let's go. Oh yeah. Coconut white coffee. There's coffee made out of coconut as well.
Lemon.
Lemon coffee. Lemon coffee. Guys, lemon coffee. Lemon coffee. Yo, what happened?
Caramel.
Yes, please. I'm genuinely in heaven right now. Caramel coffee, guys. That lemon coffee was.
Lemon. Lemon was so intense.
I would really wanna do lemon coffee. It's very much lemon. No? No, the lemon is something.
It's quite like it's quite intense.
Yeah, it is.
You have
It
to
is
like
pretty
lemon.
intense. You have to like lemon. Mint coffee.
Oh, I don't need
Mint coffee, guys.
no me either.
Mint coffee. So how you didn't like lemon, you would hate mint. But it's like I appreciate this because a lot of this you would find maybe in the tea.
But this is so special. Like
Yeah.
I definitely want to try the tiramisu.
Banana coffee. Yes, please. Guys, banana coffee.
cappuccino. Cappuccino.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Banana is like banana bread.
I know, right? I love that.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Cappuccino's hot.
Yeah. Vanilla.
Tastes like regular coffee. But it's really good quality.
I definitely like the white coffee.
Me too.
I didn't try the white coffee.
It was the first one. Try it. It was really
Just-
good.
Yeah. Okay, let's. Guys, so those are basically all the different flavors of coffee.
This coffee tasting experience was absolutely not what I thought it would be. I'd never seen such a massive variety of flavored coffees done before. So right, guys. I did end up buying a bag of the lemon coffee from here to take home, but I would honestly buy a lot more if not for the restricted space in my bags. Additionally, this place also sold a lot of chocolates and teas as well. So if you're in George Town Penang, then I would highly recommend that you go visit this place out for a tasting. It gives you a different perspective on coffee altogether.
We are heading to the Botanical Garden.
Guys, over here we're heading to the Botanical Gardens, which was just a super massive kind of place. Like you could practically do an entire day trip over there and just have so much fun. Maybe take like a picnic basket with yourself, a lot of fluids because it was super hot over there. But you're gonna be between animals, you're gonna be between a lot of monkeys, so stay tuned. And if you're liking this content so far, give me a subscribe, give me a like on this video. It's gonna help my channel grow. Thank you.
Taman Botanical Pulau Pinang.
Monitor lizard, baby monitor lizard.
Where is it?
Claw, okay, and also they can bite. And for the big one, if you get close to them, they will use the tail and let you grip on the leg.
We were discussing something really interesting here. So you see a newlywed couple coming back from their wedding photography here, and I was talking to my friend about that as to how growing up I saw that happen in Asian countries a lot, where couples take wedding photos in airports, in gardens, in public spaces like that, which to me is super cool. But surprisingly, I don't get to see stuff like that in North America. Tell me, did you guys ever notice stuff like that in North America?
So for this nut, so if you bring down the nut, you cut open. So we slide the nut into a small pieces. We use a local leaf. It's called a celery leaf. So first we apply like white chalk on top of the leaf. You will cut them on and then roll small shape and put them out and chew.
Oh, Paan.
Pan, yeah. Then
Yeah,
the more
okay.
you chew, then you got a red color on your lips.
Yeah. That's
And in Penang, if you want to buy the pan, you go to the market, Little India market, you can buy the pan from the old man. If you go to Taiwan, then you see the Taiwanese sexy girl, they are selling the betel nut. So young men who would like to see the sexy girl, they go to the sexy girl and buy the pan from them. And in India, today they have a new method one. It's called a fire pan. So if you stand in front of the store, you order, okay, you get ready, and then they will put a fire on top of the pan. Then you ask you to open up your mouth, they will store inside your mouth, the fire goes off. Yeah? For the supply
Waterfall.
for the usage. Can you go down to the stream on the left side?
This girl also like, she is the stingray over here. Doesn't get as rainforesty as this. It's like perfect. They actually built a road right through. So you've got the forest on both sides. It's similar to the trek that we did in Thailand, but this is a lot more organized. You don't necessarily have to have a proper hiking gear, but you can just come here, enjoy the views. Just know a little bit of safety.
So if you look on top of the lake on my left hand side there, you can see a turtle is relaxing there on top of the lake. Yeah, on top of there. Can you see that, the beam?
Right there.
And sometimes we have a monitor leaf.
Guys, check this bird out. It's the king.
So I do some, yeah? So doing the on the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, you look in the front on the left hand hilltop, that is the temple, we are going there now.
So guys, as part of our final stop of this city tour, we're going to be visiting the Colossal temple, which is a Buddhist temple, and it was built in 1901. And the temple has a really interesting architecture to it. There's 3 domes that you're going to be seeing from afar. The base layer is our Chinese Buddhism representation. The middle dome is Thai Buddhist representation, and then finally the top dome is a Burmese Buddhist representation. The views from above are absolutely breathtaking, guys, and it's a super serene place to be at. Come, let's explore it further.
Whoa. I keep forgetting this is here.
So the shape
How tall is the statue again?
the brown statue is about 30.2 meter tall.
30.2 meters.
And the house of this pavilion is about 80 meter tall from the base till to the tip of the rooftop. And this statue of the brown Buddha is made from a metal, copper metal, about 2 mm copper metal, and its inside is the hollow. And the pillar in the front way and the back way, there are 8 pillars, front 8 pillars behind. So in each of the pillar consists about 40 pieces of a circular granite stone picture of all the Buddha. You can see a layer by a layer. And also you can see the broken line of the pillar there. You see that? That is the reason they don't allow visitors to go to the top for the safety reason. Yeah?
We then started walking towards the temple, which was adorned on the pathway with the 12 animals from the Chinese zodiac sign, and it was a very ornate pathway to just kind of walk around, guys. Basically, it's a big garden, super serene, super chill to hang out at, and you've got these beautiful sculptures over here of the 12 animals that we were exploring. And our guide was just cracking some really funny jokes about the kind of relationships and stuff that you would get into depending on the zodiac sign that you find in a partner. So super fun vibes.
So this is the electric control. For Buddhism, it means an auspicious logo for the Buddhism. And this at the beginning, they start using the Hitler, and then in complain about the netizen about using the Hitler as the symbol, so they overturn it, become like a beast.
So guys, after we checked out the temple, we did the equivalent of a wishing well where you write your wishes on these ribbons with your name on it and hang them on this tree. After doing that, I checked out the remaining temple premise here until I stumbled upon this hidden and isolated backside that captures the beautiful thick forest on the hillside. And that was it for the city tour, guys. I realized that George Town Penang has a lot to offer to tourists here who want to take in the culture and feel the depth that way. Especially if you have a guide like I did. They really jumped into the deeper aspects of life in Penang, and I would 100% recommend for you to book a day trip with them if you can. If I can find their info, I will have it listed in the description down below. So this was the cultural aspect of Penang. Stay tuned for the crazy good food and nightlife in the next video. Until then, give a like to this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep tuned in for more fun travel and food content. See you guys soon. Bye.